We are all susceptible to one or more of the 7 deadly sins, and learning to identify which of those sins you are predisposed to, identifying your target, can help you greatly resist them and overcome them. And this is not religious based either. 7 deadly sins isn't even in the Bible, although you can find individual passages that will talk about them, certainly. These are forces which act upon the human condition: pride, lust, wrath, greed, sloth. If you want to know the history of it, a monk basically saw these sins acting upon monks in his monastery and wrote about them, later refined by another monk, and then finally I think it was Thomas Aquinas that wrote about this. But I think the best framework to think of them as is as forces that act upon the human condition, that keep us from, you could say, living your best life or accomplishing your goals or whatever. But we are all affected by pride to certain levels, I believe, no doubt. And then usually, as it seems to me, upon myself and other people, 1 or 2 more of the 7 deadly sins. And some of these may even be genetic, we may find out, who knows? But certainly maybe how you were raised, how you were brought up, the environments that you survived. For instance, I have someone who's very close to me, had a sibling rivalry with this younger sibling, and this younger sibling probably received some, we'll just for lack of a better word, special treatment, different treatment. And on top of that, this person also had 2 older brothers who became very accomplished later on in life. And what I'm getting at here is you're really setting up a system, a force that worked upon that person of envy. The younger sibling got different treatment. The 2 older siblings, very accomplished. So you have this natural competition, and competition is good. But like anything else, moderation in all things, too much competition, and if you don't win, it can turn into either admiration or envy. And so things can go sideways really quick. And I think envy has, in a way, been acting on this person's life their whole life, and I don't even think they realize it. And it has guided them and forced them into certain decisions that they had no idea about, right? We all have forces acting upon us. We are all influenced every single day by so many things. The media we consume, the people we spend our time around, the forces like the 7 deadly sins. And so what I'm getting at is, if you are able to identify these forces, which ones you are most susceptible to, which ones are affecting you, right? You have to identify your target first before you know where to attack. And once you know that, now you can start tailoring strategies to fighting against it. And you will have an exponentially better life, plain and simple. Of course, pride comes after all this, because if your pride is to the point where you say, well, no, I don't envy anybody, you're never going to be able to identify it, and therefore you're never going to be able to do anything about it. So you got to keep your pride in check to identify what issues you may have of the forces that act upon the human condition, otherwise known as the 7 deadly sins. Which ones you're susceptible to, which ones are affecting you, have affected you, which ones are affecting you now, and then tailor a strategy to overcome them. So, good luck. Let me know in the comments what has affected you, maybe what you thought you were predisposed to because of the way you were raised, or the environments that you grew up in or survived in, or the people that were in your life for long amounts of time that influenced you, that might have caused one thing or another. See you later, and good luck out there.